just get myself into a position where I won't be dealing with some stuff while I go get to that water, where I don't disconnect. Welcome to the stream, those who are waiting. Like I said, I just need to go get some water. Let me just fill up my wonderful large thermos, and I will get started. It is a bit of a late night stream, I'll give it that. So, yeah, give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay, I have no clue how my mic sounds right now. Get everything situated on my... There we go. Now I can see. Okay, let's switch to the main live. So, I just need to switch that, so if I do take a break, that can be fixed. Okay. I at least know one person's going to be reacting to the get-up. Alright. Still fiddling with it a little bit to get it to fit as nicely as it does. There we go. There we go. That's as best as I'm going to get. Okay. So, last I remember, let's not even jump too far into it. I know I was supposed to be live streaming weekly. College has relatively just started, so it's my college classes, and everything have been kicking my butt. My new job's been... Yep, I knew at least one of you would be reacting. Burning hate. Ah, joy. Let's just take teleporter. Okay, Laszlo.
You want a portal stone, really?
Yes, I would, apparently.
Yes, I am the stone keeper. You know what that means? It means I'm responsible for keeping the portal stones out of the hands of our enemies.
Makes sense.
You might have recommendations from all manner of dignitaries, but mere words are not enough to convince me. I'll need more to go on before I give you a portal stone.
Of course.
We have a long and distinguished history here in Dragonspyre, and can't let any riffraff get access to our academy. You must demonstrate your worthiness.
As word not... I need to stop with that joke.
Go, speak with Xana Fireflower elsewhere in the Plaza of Conquests. If she gives you a recommendation, we'll speak more.
I remember my Plaza of Conquests. This is the first quote-unquote pseudo-cheating boss of the game.
Stand up straight, soldier. You need a recommendation? I reserve the right to hand that out, soldier, until I see what you're capable of. Now snap to it! Attention!
Again, I believe she's the first pseudo-cheating boss.
Now listen up, and listen well, soldier. I led our forces from my tower, but now foul beasts have overtaken our base. They're led by Sisyphal, as foul and powerful a creature as you've ever faced. Do you hear me?
Yes.
I will not rest until the army's threat has passed, in this and every world. Now go and secure that Do you understand me, soldier?
Anya, stop yelling at me. Okay. And... oh, you're going to say he's on the opposite... at the end. Okay. Sorry about that, I got a lot of stuff going on my end. Just grab my water. correctly, all of these crystal stands are bosses. I just see the Sea Lord. Now, I don't know if all of them are optional or not. I have a feeling there's going to be a burning hatred in there. Probably for anyone of the living and or of the human variety. So how's your guys' day going?
What's this? Did someone order room service? This one looks tasty.
Hello! Frick, I forgot his name. Would have made a good joke there. Pythor! Did I just hear someone yell, "Fight me"? Or am I just getting an echo? Okay, so I need to do that. There's probably the echo. Ouch. My day's going okay. I'm live streaming later than I would have liked, but I'm fine. Let's do Dead Zone. The game I'm currently playing is Wizard101. It's currently celebrating its 16th anniversary since game release. So technically, I think they do the event, the celebration all week long. So roughly, this might have been the last day for the celebration, or it might just be the month for the celebration. Let's do Spirit Trap. Right now until the 9th, so the next 3 days, if anyone's interested, Wizard101, Pirate 101, anything like Exile, basically, is 100% free to play. So you literally have 3 days to get as far as you possibly want. Ooh, that's nice. Like I said, work is keeping me busy with between that and school, so that's why I'm streaming later than I would have liked. Of course, you have that -50. Had to have that -50. Okay. That's going to reduce any damage I do to you. So, might as well do as best damage I can. That 50 shouldn't be as damaging and negating as it is, but it is incredibly damage reducing, which is insane that they have that as within the formula as oh, we can just do that calculation outside of all the bonuses. And making it a hard counter. Ouch. Thank you, my Frankenstein rabbit. is there anything that needs to be done for the stream? Like, do I need to increase the volume or anything on my mic? Or... Like I said, it's been a bit since I did a live stream, so I'm trying to think of everything that I might need to do. Pixie might be my best bet here. Good. Okay, so my mic. Got it. Okay, my mic's at full volume. Okay, let's see. I know I got a bunch of filters on it. Probably bring that down a bit more. Just go down to 1 decibel, see if that helps. That any better? That's just the volume. I don't think that actually is affecting the microphone at all. Okay. So, yeah, it was the gain. Got it. Okay, so I had too much gain. Okay, hopefully 1 decibel is more than enough. Ship of Fools, that should at least get a good few bonuses off on the other minion. And heal me from this attack. I'll say one thing though. The scale mail, the shoulder power arms are a lot heavier than that of the headpiece. That's still decent healing. A good bit more than Pixie anyway. Empower, do damage to myself, but gain 3 pips. That would help speed things along. Ouch. Hey. Let's also get a good amount of healing out of that. That'll at least restore 250 total, minimum. I think I've given my disdain for the lower level spells plenty times over. I fully believe I've given the disdain of certain spells several times over. Where enemies at... This is a spell that should be being cast, yes. The Leprechaun, not so much. But then again, I'm also cast... Well, no. That really doesn't matter. That spell shouldn't be being used anymore by the enemies. But then again, I'm also using technically a 2-pip spell, technically, because of the Death Power pip requirement, but that just makes it a 4-pip spell, so... And that's a 5, that's a 5, so... again, it's... The enemies shouldn't be using low-tier spells. The only reason I think
the enemies are preferring those spells now is because of the fact that it's literally does barely any damage. It's a net. Basically, if you get a net 0 gain, that's still a gain. And the hate's gone. Now it's just a little too cold for Pythor. Faint plus Deer Knight would be a good combo. Because that's a 95 bonus. As long as he doesn't tower shield this turn. Hey, look, another spell that shouldn't be being used. And here's Mordred, folks. I swear, between this and Ship of Fools, they're sort of the channel's mascots with how often I use those spells. With how often I use those spells, it's like, yeah, let's just go talk to Zana Fireflower. And Hal, what are your... I don't know what you're reacting to, specifically.
Now, that's fine work, soldier. Here's your recommendation. You've earned it. You served your country well. Dismissed.
Zana hands you a letter of respect.
You've served your unit well, soldier. Now hustle over to the Stonekeeper and report for duty there. Step lively.
You know, that questline I should have really done that questline on Veterans Day. I really should have. Hey.
I'm impressed by your resourcefulness. Before too long, I'll be the one saluting you.
You sure about that?
The General's recommendation is not enough to get you what you're after, not by far. I want to see a second recommendation, and not one you can get with the wave of your wand.
Great.
Go, speak with Helena Warhawk. She is our historian laureate, the greatest historian of Dragonspyre. You'll find her within the Tower of War.
Oh boy, you're going to have a lot to catch up on. I'm guessing you haven't seen this game at all. Okay, Helena, I need a letter of recommendation.
I don't think anyone's interrupted my studies in years. So you want to learn about Dragonspyre, do you?
Sure.
Knowledge does not come easy, especially in time of war. This is the Tower of War, a place where we store our knowledge of the principles of war to help you in battle. Go down the stairs behind me. Read this. Return to me when you have grasped those foundations of our war lore.
Okay. Well done, pun. I have not seen... It's been a while since KI got me with a pun that was actually decent. With the whole war lore. I should have healed, but these are peons. They're not going to be as problematic. Okay, that wasn't a tower shield. In theory, Deer Knight would be able to kill them. It would just take time. Well, that shouldn't be used anymore. Dead Zone should be more than enough to get me the boost I need for Death Knight to actually kill these fire elementals. It's not... The only bit that's heavy is the scale mail. It's more of the way these the chainmail for this bit is made. It's more itchy than it is problematic. Dear Knight. And the reason I say it's more itchy is the way chainmail is made. There's two methods. You have riveted chainmail, and then you just have chainmail links where the if I could get where it's just the links are wire that's turned into a round link and then bent into position, and you just have the edges of the... And of course I do not have any healing potions on me. Why would I have healing potions on me? Ah, it's an irate pirate banshee. So, I do have a death prism. That's all I really need. I need more healing. First spell I probably will use will be a healing spell if I have it. But yeah, because all these links are basically just... They're as sealed as they can get. They're very tightly bound, but it's that edge just gets enough to itch. And since I do not have a healing spell... And since my hair is still growing back, I don't have the padding to prevent the itching against these for the headwear. But it is when I'm not wearing it, it's a good maybe 5, 6 to probably 10 pounds of metal. But it's because but since it's again, that's when it's just dead weight. Well, I got a healing spell. So, other than that, it's just getting getting used to the itching when I have my hair cut as low as it is. And I have yet to be able to make it through. Well, prior streams, yeah, I was able to make it through no problem because I had a pseudo afro of hair to, prevent the itching. It's more of the heat management that becomes the issue, because I typically do stream for... Since this is a late night stream, I'm probably only going to be streaming for a bit longer. But I try to stream for, what, my average... For my channel... Well, lives... hour, 2 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 3 hour, 2 hour, 2 hour, 2 hour, 1 hour, 2 hour. So 2 hour, 2 hour, 1 hour, 3, 1, 2, 1, 3, 4, 4, 2. So my average is roughly around... Thanks, Chris. The average, I would say, for... My average, I would have to say, would be probably around 2 hours, I think. I know on average, each stream will end up getting about 10... Maybe now the calculation has changed a bit, but I believe it's like 10 to... The average is like, probably 15 minimum now, but, yeah. Last stream that was 2 weeks ago was 14 views, so, and currently got 8 views total, so it's, on average, I'm thinking I'll probably get about 15, 20 views maybe, in total. How's your day going, Chris? You missed? Hey, Ashura. So, Chris, yeah, I do believe I tried to reach out to you about, hey, I am live streaming, and I believe you missed it. So, you missed the entire section where I was Irish, using the Irish accent. I tend to slip into it once in a while still, but you did miss the entire section of the game where I just pulled hours of the Irish. I'm surprised the useless boots. Can't use them. Love that. Hey! Healing room. That is nice. Ouch, man. I'm sorry. Hopefully, you know, you get a good amount of time for recovery scheduled. Don't need death prisms. I'm going to get bonuses like no tomorrow against these enemies anyway. Okay, that's at least a good thing to recover from surgery. That's good to hear. Let's go. We don't need Empower. We don't need Faint. Don't need Pixie. Death Traps on both of them would be a good idea. At least it will help negate the weakness. Trying to think what else. Fools or Deer Knights. Ship of Idiots. Mordred. Mordred it is. I'm pretty sure anyone's reaction to a Deer Knight would be a feeling of nothing but more dread. Plus, you know, who knows how old that blade is on that axe.
No! No! You no! Game!
For crying out loud! We all saw that, right? He had literally had the 1 pixel. The 1 HP of health. Anything at that point would be overkill. Dragon Blood Dirk. Ah. How? I'm sorry, last I checked, the last room had a lava frickin' ceiling. Do the moon shield. That at least gets me protection from these guys a little bit. Mordred. I'm only calling him Mordred mainly because there's a section of this game in this world, not in this world, in this game, there's a world called Avalon, and it's fully based on King Arthur's the Legend of King Arthur. Thanks for the blade. But it's the reason I call him Mordred is it fits with the rest of the storyline, because they have a NPC in that area, well, a boss and NPC called the Black Knight, so I can't really use that as the joke. This actually may be not as damaging as I was expecting. It annoyed my Frankenstein's rabbit, though. Let's see. I need to be able to do a damage, and I won't be able to do that. I don't have enough death prisms. So my most likely bet is overwhelming force. Like I said, after a while, it just starts to itch. So.
That and, like I said, the heat tends to be a potential issue with it. Just make it so I can still hear myself. But like I said, the heat does get to you eventually, and my hair is pretty short. Okay. How is Aaron doing? I didn't realize quickly. I didn't notice that chat for a second. Sorry about that, Chris. But I'm not joking. You sort of missed the entire section where I was sort of doing this for the entire section where I was in Sherlock, the equivalent of Sherlock Holmes. Why do I have a feeling you're bending over laughing? Figured this would probably get you cracked again. Does this spell just ignore resistance? If it does, what the heck? Finally, the one book I was sent to read!
King Monet united Dragonspyre by moonlight, when Gavarina's flames inspired the most awe. Dragonspire's power comes from the fire tree at its center. Thus, the center has the strongest defenses.
Oh, okay. Hello, Attack on Titan reference.
Lion challenged the council in broad daylight. The greatest treachery occurs when the sun shines.
I don't know about that. I'm pretty sure if you don't see it coming, that's the more biggest treachery.
The Council of Wizards, Warriors, and King was first formed under the light of the moon to avoid spying eyes.
Okay.
For flames to inspire awe, it is best to attack when this shines.
Okay.
Dragonspire's power and defenses center around this. Betrayal can happen at any time, even when this shines. When you need to avoid spying eyes, try to meet when this shines. The best war is won before the first spell is cast.
Makes sense. That's even true in real life. Usually the first wars are usually won long before the first battle ever occurs. At least it just teleports me all the way back down here.
Impressive. You've learned our ways better than any outsider ever has. I can rest
Helena hands you a letter of recommendation.
You're finished here. I'm more than satisfied with your efforts. If only my former students had shown such vigor in their studies. You should return to the Stonekeeper. I'm certain he's got more for you.
Of course he does! So I actually do know Chris a bit. We used to be coworkers, and whenever I would go into that accent,
Yet again,
it would just
you win
break
over
him.
one of my colleagues. If Dragonspyre Academy had a dozen students like you, this place would not lay in ruins.
Then how about giving me access to the academy?
These statues represent Dragonspire's greatest foes. Like a whetstone to a blade, they sharpened the skills of the warriors of Dragonspyre. We honor them with combat. You must first defeat the Grand Champion of Rydal the Indomitable. He conquered the Duchy of Sebastian and forced the Duke into rebellion. Rydal's champion made it possible. You're no match for him yet, though. You need to learn his way of combat, and for that, you need to go speak to Mavra Flamewing.
Like I said, I had a feeling I was going to end up having to fight these guys. And the closest teleporter is there. I'll have a good night. Oh, a silver chest. Little mini game from the silver chest. This pretty much goes by pretty fast. Just had to add some finesse to it. Just because. Hey, we just got a Stone Colossus spell amendment. No, not happening. I will gladly leave that fight. So, I know, Fritz, you haven't seen these, so you don't know the rules of engagement for the, for this, but, we sort of have to work our way backwards for this world. Let's just straight up teleport to the hub, because that saves me so much time. There we go. Pavilion is a safe space. Fire Vein is a new boss. I don't remember a wandering boss on this road, on this area whatsoever. I may want to look up what his drops are, because that's new. He may actually have some potentially decent loot on him.
So, you've come to learn the greatest of arts, the art of war.
Wouldn't that be Sun Tzu?
You don't look very impressive, but I'm hoping that you've got some hidden reserve of strength. I'm the master of defense here in Dragonspyre. I teach the means of protection.
Okay.
A shield is just as much a weapon as the sword. You need to think of defensive magic as another form of attack, aimed at your foe's attack.
Sorry, can you reword that?
You can't rely at all on one kind of defense. A cunning enemy will switch attacks to overcome your protection.
Not here, I don't believe.
You must be quick to change tactics based on what is happening in the battle. Think of it as a game of battle ball. Your shield must always be moving to reflect back the attack. I could spend years teaching you about defense, but time is short. If you haven't grasped the basics, you're hopeless. Meet me in my tower, and we'll see what you've picked up.
And after this boss fight, I'll probably end up ending the stream here. After the boss fight, anyway.
Don't get cocky, young wizard. You've learned the art of the attack, but what happens when you cannot land an attack on your opponent? Defense is the key to survival. Defend yourself.
Yes, this is the first pseudo-cheating boss. At which, the only method, if God, I to win, you must be willing to attack, basically, and that's all that really matters in the end, is whoever can output the most damage wins. And we see that as evident in real life with the fact that I believe Russia has lost land. So, yes, Kia would actually be helpful in the sense of giving me that extra blade, but it would use up the blade I currently have. This will probably take care of those pogs. So, Atra, how's your day going? Meant to ask that as well. And like I said, it did kill one of them. And this is what I meant by pseudo-cheating. For this boss in particular anyway, she literally has, minions that just spam nothing but defensive shields. Constantly. Another boss is going to have, ones that defend again, that don't defend, that just spam heal them, and then spam nothing but blades. Which means making an overwhelming attack here is the only way to beat the overwhelming defense. I want you to keep in mind that she's also the glass cannon class. Since she is a storm user, her attacks, if she uses her class anyway, are going to have a low accuracy, high damage output, which makes things a lot scarier, a lot faster. If I was complaining about... Well, yes, I was. I have yet to really, in my opinion, complain about storm enemies. Because their spells, even if they use these low tier ones, do more damage than that of, let's just get Mordred, than that of any other class without bonuses. And that should also clear up any other death shields you may or may not have. Dead Zone, Faint, and then Kia, maybe? Let's see. Death Shield. This will at least help boost that attack to end her, possibly. We'll at least end this fight, finish the quest. Probably didn't need the shield, to be fair. Blemished Health Opal. Okay, plus 41 health. Veil of Leaves, useless, and useless, and useless! Oh boy, love useless items, don't you? Okay.
I'm impressed. You've got an instinct for saving your own hide. That's a good thing. Surviving a battle is the most important part.
Of course, I already knew this. Okay, it wants me to go talk to Laszlo again. The quickest way is actually to go back to the commons of this world, the common room of the world. I just want to end this whole spiel between Laszlo. Swear it would have been nice if this didn't end up being, you know, mostly run around, talk to people, or battle slews of minions.
The Master of Defense is a harsh taskmaster, but if you're here now, it means you learned something. Good. You're not finished yet. Even the strongest warrior cannot squeeze blood from a stone, but a student who is wise can get knowledge from a statue. This statue is one of our greatest enemies, Garrock Shaleheart. He and his army of Earth Elementals fought our armies to a standstill on the Plain of Shattered Shields, and for that we honor him among our own.
You know, it would be interesting if at a later date, for King's Isle anyway, to have us go to places that we were hinted at for lore in the story, because I don't believe we ever enter this Plain of Shattered Shields.
You must summon and defeat Garrock's greatest champion in combat to show that you're capable of upholding the proud military tradition of Dragonspyre. Go to the crystal stand and place this crystal upon it. Concentrate for a moment. The spirit stored within it will then manifest in physical form.
And I think Gurtalk is going to be this guy over here. Yeah. We got Gurtalk, we got the Sea Lord, we got a demon over there, which, again, considering it says demon, and those were also used as the Oni in Mushu, and then a Minotaur. So, like I said, I'm actually going to end this video, well, this stream here. I'm actually going to, before I end it, end the stream, I want to go see something, because I typically do this off camera, and I want to do a little bit of a competition. So, for those who are here, I'm curious, for those who are still here watching, like I said, they are celebrating their sweet 16th. How much gold? Now I currently have, well, I'm surprised I have 20,000 experience, but I currently have 52 grand in gold. I also forgot to go to the loyalty store. Can I not claim? Huh. Well, at least we know what the rewards would be for this year, for this month's Hey Cyborg. So how much gold do you think I will end up with at the very end? Keep in mind, it will tell you at the very bottom. So before I even sell anything, I'm just going to open up my backpack and go through all the stuff that I can at least sell. So I can sell the veil, the mantle, the gravedigger's hat. I cannot sell the alluring robes. I cannot sell the fraught plot armor. I can sell the Wintertide wrap. I can sell that. I can't sell that. Can't sell that. Can sell that. Can't. Can. Can't and can. I'm probably going to sell the staff for the Night Gaunt. I can sell that. I can sell the Dragon Charm. And the other two bands. Cannot sell the decks, and I don't have any elixirs. So, how much do you think I will be making at the very end? With everything that I can sell. Of course, stuff that I can't sell still shows up. Which is annoying. They should just... I should have used this as a UI. UX for part of my homework. Okay. So, Cyborg, are you thinking over 10,000 gold? If just the Wintertide is that $1,000. Veil of Leaves is almost 1,000 too. Let's see. So we started at... So I'm just going to write this down. So that way it shows up into the chat so I can see that. So we started at 52,826. Wait, that's 12 grand. Wow, why is it... Oh, because...
Okay.
Why? I haven't even looked at the gold. I'm just looking at those stats. Why did a level 40 boss? Again, I'm stuck at level 40. I'd beat that boss at level 40. Let me put it like this. They're dropping level 45 gear. Okay, no big deal. Not out of the realm of... That's 11 levels. Till it's even potentially usable. Can someone at King's Isle, please, I would love to have an explanation of why a level 42, maybe 43, okay, I'm pretty sure if I were to unlevel lock my character, I would probably be 41, maybe 42. Okay, I'm starting to get to the point where my health is actually being threatened. And it's not due to overwhelming force like in Marleybone. But, jeez. Having a level 42 boss dropping... No, that's not even 11. That's 14 levels. Okay, so, again. So... Calculator. Okay. So I almost made... Keep in mind, a good majority of that is from an item I should not have been able to get off of that boss. So, if I were to subtract the 12k... I would have made 8 grand. So I made 20.9 thousand gold in an hour and 16. Maybe if I factor in the other stream because I didn't go to the bazaar afterwards, I made 20k in gear and a grand total of maybe $2 hours. Again, a good majority of it was that one item that broke the game. Or the being a 12k item. Okay, and it probably doesn't even sell for 12k. I know it was level 56. Okay. Not worm bite. No, it's... It sells for 51,000. I forget that the cost tends to reach astronomical levels of insanity. Because you have a level 100, almost 150, is cheaper than a level 70 item. But then again, it's also the number based. It's like a level 60 because there's only one in existence in the store right now. Two of them are in existence. Chief Hazmats. Yeah. Again, you just... The cost at higher levels gets insane. But the fact that I made 20,000 gold in the equivalent of 2 streams is insane. So, I'm going to end the stream here. I hope you all have enjoyed. Leave a like if you have. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you all on the next stream. Probably next weekend. No, next weekend I have work. A work event. So probably not Saturday. It'll probably either be Friday or Sunday. Depending on homework. But yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed. Leave a like if you have. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you all on the next stream.